Alrighty, so today we're going to do a review on this Dreo Tower Fan right here. As you can see, this is the whole entire fan. We've had this fan for probably about the past week or so, and I'll tell you what, this thing is super nice. It is like by far the best tower fan we've ever had, and yeah, I thought I'd do a little review on it. So without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, this thing works extremely well. Like, I'm very surprised with how much air this thing can move, especially on the highest mode here, which is number 4. This thing, it's moving some air, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really show you how much air it's moving, but you know, it's moving a lot of air. Just, you gotta trust me on that part. And it's also pretty quiet. Like, right now it's on the highest mode, and as you can see, it's nice and quiet. You might not be able to hear it very well, but it's quiet. That's a good thing if you can't hear it very well. The next thing that I really like about this fan is the fact that the touchscreen, as you've seen already, works extremely well. As you can see, it's very responsive. If we press the spin button right here, it immediately activates very nicely. As you can see, very responsive. We used to have a tower fan that's really similar to this in terms of how like the touchscreen works and all that, and the touchscreen was just terrible. Like, it was super not responsive. Like, you would press a button on the screen and it wouldn't register and all that. So it's really nice that this fan has a super responsive touchscreen. Speaking of the touchscreen, we have the fan button right here, which controls the speed of the fan, and then we also have a timer button right here which you can press, which allows you to set a timer from 1 hour to 8 hours, just like so. Then you can put it back to 0, which will turn the timer off. And then we also have the turning button right here, which makes it so that the fan slowly turns on its own. As you can see, it's very quiet when it turns, and then it's also just a very nice, smooth turning, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's very nice. And then this button right here controls the different modes of the fan. So right now it's on like a manual mode, which is this mode, and then we can press this button again, which puts it on eco mode, which I'm not quite sure what that does, but I mean, hey, it's got the mode, you know what I'm saying? Then we can put it on night mode, which makes the fan as quiet as possible. And then we have auto, which I believe this thing has a thermometer built into the fan, which helps it sense the temperature of the room. Then if it's really hot, the fan turns faster, and then when it's cooler, the fan turns slower. On top of that, we also have a remote right here, which does the same thing that the touchscreen does, just in a remote. Also, the remote is super well made and a super nice remote. All the buttons are like this nice rubber coated buttons and all that, so they're really nice. And yeah, all the controls are the same as they are on the touchscreen on the fan, but we have the power button, then the plus and minuses for the fan speed, and then here's your mode button, and then we have the swivel or turning button, then we have the timer, and then we have a mute button, which automatically makes the fan as quiet as possible. It will, no matter what mode you're on, it will turn it down to the lowest mode, which is really cool. And yeah, the remote does come with batteries already in the remote, which is really cool. And yeah, overall a very nice remote, very well made, and yeah, super nice. Another really cool feature on this fan is the fact that you can take this little screw out on the back of the fan, which I'm going to do here in just a minute, which allows you to take the back panel off. There we go, just like so. You can take that little screw out that's on the back of the fan, and then you can take the back panel off just like so. That allows you to clean both the fan blades with like an air compressor, and then you can also clean the back panel, as you can see right here. That is very nice, and a feature that I've never seen on a tower fan, so I really like that. So yeah, overall I highly recommend this tower fan right here. It is extremely nice. It's by far the best tower fan we've ever used in terms of like how quiet it is, how much air it can move, how responsive and how nice the touchscreen is, and also it's quite small as well. I'll put the exact measurement for how tall it is up on screen, but it's probably like 3, maybe 4 feet tall. So yeah, a nice short, small tower fan that moves a lot of air, and I highly recommend it, and I appreciate you watching this video, and take it easy.